The Torah portion this week is Vayakhel-Pekudei, and by reading them we conclude the book of Exodus. Vayakhel-Pekudei recounts for us the construction of the Mishkan, the portable sanctuary in the desert. Two and a half other portions actually, describe how the Mishkan is to be built, and Vayakhel-Pekudei in great detail tells us how the Israelites followed through on every single detail. One commandment, though, is contained in this portion that has nothing to do with the tabernacle itself, and that is the commandment to observe Shabbat. In fact, in Vayakhel, besides the other portions before, we are told in the midst of the details that Shabbat is to be observed as a day of rest. And so the rabbis make the connection between the placement of the commandment to observe Shabbat with the design of the tabernacle, that all the work involved in the tabernacle is the work that is to be forbidden on Shabbat itself. The rabbis derive 39 categories of work, all related to aspects of the building of the Mishkan, including sewing, carrying, and the like. A modern theologian of the previous century, Abraham Joshua Heschel, in fact makes a further connection between Shabbat and the Mishkan by calling Shabbat a sanctuary in time. In other words, the Mishkan itself contained so much holiness. All of the utensils were to be fashioned with sanctity and treated as sacred. There were only certain people who can approach certain parts of the sanctuary, and it is filled with many restrictions in that regard. A synagogue today doesn't have those restrictions. Anybody can walk into any part of the synagogue. Anybody can walk up to the bima and open the ark. Shabbat, however, Abraham Joshua Heschel teaches, is this new Mishkan for us. Everyone should observe the day of Shabbat as a sanctuary in time, a day of the week in which we rest, in which we experience the holiness of the Mishkan, and connect in that way to the holiness of God. Shabbat Shalom.